Oh boy. Yesterday, the YouTube team decided that YouTube will start hiding dislikes on videos so no one except the content creator can see them. They were already experimenting with this stuff earlier this year. Back then, it was to prevent coordinated dislike attacks and to help protect content creators against online harassment, which supposedly worked really well during their experiment phase. I don't normally create content outside of CSGO, but since I am a YouTuber and this subject is relevant to what I do, I wanted to share my thoughts on this change. Straight up, my main concern with hiding dislikes comes down to tutorials. There are many tutorials and we all rely on tutorials on YouTube most of the times. The dislikes for me have always been a clear indicator if the tutorial is worth my time. I know for a fact that if I'm watching a tutorial and it's got more dislikes than likes, I am not wasting any more seconds on it. Hiding dislikes does nothing to help me here. It'll just make me even more annoyed that I spent time watching a video that wasn't helpful when I could have changed to one that was. Another issue with hiding dislikes, which is even worse, is if I'm watching a tutorial that requires me to download files linked in their video description. Let's just say a video creator is trying to fool you by downloading a Trojan or making you visit a shady website. This has already happened to me in the past, where someone copies one of my entire videos and changes the links in the video description to scam people. To prevent them from looking suspicious, they would oftentimes disable likes and dislikes overall. But now they wouldn't even need to do that. They can just filter out the comment section and keep the likes visible, since the dislikes wouldn't even be shown. From this perspective alone, it just does not seem like a great idea. Which got me thinking, who would benefit the most from hiding dislikes? Let's look at YouTube's most disliked video on the platform, which, funny enough, is by YouTube itself. It's the 2018 Rewind. If anyone really greatly benefits from this, it would be YouTube themselves. It would only show 3 million likes and not the 19 million dislikes. And of course, it also benefits other large corporations. Not saying that corporations are bad, but hiding dislikes would make it easier for them to advertise without backlash. I've seen bad practices happen on other social medias with little to no repercussions. And I'm not saying that it's because there's no dislike button on Instagram, but YouTube has really stood out and helped paint the full picture, wouldn't you agree? Alright, I want to move on and talk a little bit about us, content creators as well. If it's really about the creators, which I assume they mean, us, does it really help us? Speaking for myself, I don't mind dislikes at all. The world isn't perfect and it's far away from sunshine and roses. Dislikes for me are a reminder of that reality. Then again, I cannot relate to creators who have been smashed with dislikes and they probably didn't feel so good about it when it happened. But I think we can all agree that comments are valued higher than just likes and dislikes. And I believe this change will only provoke people who would have disliked the video to be even nastier in the comment section. And the cherry on top is that dislikes are not really gone. Content creators will still see them in their YouTube studio page, so if you're still struggling with dislikes, well, you'll still be struggling with them. Overall, I am just not convinced that this change will help creators. Creators like me and everyone else who's in the same boat as me. This change, just by looking at YouTube's own video, clearly helps them. And that's not even the problem. It's just that hiding dislikes makes things worse in general. It will get much harder to spot scams, fake tutorials, misinformation, yeah, all that stuff. Anyway, please like the video to support my content. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and go bananas.